Okay, so we have audience ready. Just a second. Let me post the links, then we can start. Right. Alankrita ji, good evening. Namaste, nice song. Which one? Good evening, Ankita ji. Karthik, good evening. Post it. What? Which song you people are talking about? Background music is our advertisement on YouTube. I started the session, so they first of all put an advertisement. Okay, nothing else. Mm. Okay, so we can start if anyone has any question. Mm. Am I visible, audible? How do we see the types of pets one keeps from the chart? Pets are like sixth house. Sixth house represents anyone who is underprivileged in your comparison. Okay. Anyone who needs a special help. Okay. Sixth house represents that. Now it can be like plants also, it can be animals also, it can be like even human beings who are like kind of challenged or in some circumstances physically, mentally, and all. So sixth house represents all those type of people who are like underprivileged, because by dealing with them you realize that you are privileged. Okay. So that is what sixth house represents. Now whichever planet is in the sixth house, sixth lord, or planet with the sixth highest degree Khatni Karaka, these planets give you an indication what type of pet someone can be interested in. So I don't have like a lot of knowledge about it, but like Rahu represents cats and Ketu represents dogs. Okay, so like this, every planet represents some sort of like animal. Okay, like Mars will represent more a wild animal kind of thing. Okay, because Mars is bloodshed, aggressive, and all. Some like gentle planets like Moon, Mercury, Venus, they will represent some especially Mercury will represent birds. Okay, traveling. So that is and these are the things we need to understand. So depends on which planet is involved in the sixth house as a sixth lord. That planet gives the indication. Right. Which planet shows that person is devoted to underprivileged people? I have seen like Rahu in the sixth house. They are very much about like serving other people, especially they if Rahu is with benefic planets in a benefic planet sign. Suppose someone has Rahu in the sixth house Pisces, Libra ascendant, or if someone has Rahu in the sixth house Libra. Okay, one of my friend has it, Rahu in the sixth house Libra. So she is very much like compassionate towards plants and animals and all. So that is what happens with them. So Rahu can give, Venus can also make someone very compassionate about animals and plants or anyone who is underprivileged. So this is how we can Venus, Moon, benefic planets, Jupiter in own signs, or exaltation in the sixth house can also bring this kind of result. So it depends on the individual chart. Mm, right. If Lagna Lord scores more point in Ashtak Varga than sixth Lord, native will win over his enemies, right? First of all, Ashtak Varga cannot be utilized in this seeing the strength of the house or the planet. That is the basic thing about Ashtak Varga. Ashtak Varga is only for interpreting your transits. Okay. So, like you say that Lagna Lord scores more point in Ashtak Varga than sixth Lord. Let's take this example only. What it means is that Lagna Lord is stronger than the sixth house. So this person may have more benefits of planets transiting through Lagna rather than through sixth house. So Ashtak Varga should only be utilized in interpreting transits. It is never for checking the strength of the planet in the birth chart. Okay, that is the basic mistake we all do. Rahu represents cat or dog. Cats. Rahu is cats, Ketu is dog. Native born with exalted Saturn, also handicapped by bones. Why? I have to see the chart. I cannot say like this. Why? Okay, I don't have any information about the person. Okay, so exalted planets don't mean that you won't have trouble in life. Understand this basic thing. Okay, exalted planets or exalted sixth lord, or if someone has exalted sixth lord, let's say, or eighth lord, it doesn't mean the person is not going to have any health issue. Only thing is that person will be courageous while fighting those health issues. Person will have confidence, he will recover faster. So a person will have confidence that okay, I can overcome this health issue. Other person with sixth lord in weak position, they may worry a lot. They may worry about, oh, what will happen now, how will I recover and all. The confidence level may not be there. Okay, so this is the difference. It doesn't mean that if Saturn is exalted, you are not going to have any trouble, or Mars is exalted, you are not going to have any conflict. It is not like that. Exalted Saturn also. Okay. Wild birds are seen from which planet? This is where I said wild animals can be collected, can be collectively put into the like Mars. I will just check. Let me see if I get some information. Mm, right. I What about the charts of people who keep exotics such as lizards, snakes, scorpions, tortoise, etc. as pets? It is like Aquarius kind of behavior, or Rahu Ketu type of behavior, unconventional. Okay, so that is seen. Today we are going to talk about animals only. That is nice. Much better talk, by the way, rather than talking about humans. Okay, so that is what happens with this Aquarius type of energy or Rahu Ketu. They are unconventional. So if Rahu Ketu are involved into sixth house of pets and all, then person can be very much interested in keeping these type of pets. Just a second. Mm, wild animals. Saturn. Wild animals, Saturn and Mars both. Okay. Just a second. Danger from wild animal is Mars. Mars, wild flowers, Saturn. Right. Birds. Right. Birds is Mercury, as I was saying. Mercury is related with that. Right. Uh, and such as lizards, snakes, scorpions, tortoise, etc. as pets. Mm, okay. Tortoise, etc. Okay, fine. As you have exalted moon, you are more aligned with moon chart and moon. When you wear white wearings like this looks very good than other color wearings you do. Thank you. I didn't pay attention to the moon and all. I just wear whatever I get. Then, just a second. Uh, Once you said your chart is not well for relationship, did you tell by personal experience? I haven't got any chart. Like in my experience of 10 years in astrology, I cannot remember like more than 5 charts where I can say they are good for relationship. Relationship is naturally difficult. Okay. Those are reptiles. Okay. Karthik. How are solar flares and solar storms depicted in astrology? Do they have effect of migraine and headaches in general? Migraine is, I think, Mercury related. Okay. Uh, I will not connect with solar storms and all. Uh, I don't have much idea about this thing, solar flares and solar storms. Okay. At most, I can talk about solar eclipse. Okay. It may, let me check if there is anything like this. Solar. It says Mercury represents solar radiance. I don't know if this is what you were asking, solar flares and all, but Mercury represents solar radiance. Uh, Migraine and all, I think it is Mercury related. Just a second. Okay. Nicole, hi, how are you? Long time. Some say the second child is seen from the ninth house because it is fifth from the fifth. I think you said it's seen from the seventh house. Seventh house because your second child is younger sibling of your first child. First child is fifth house, so second child automatically becomes the seventh house. Ninth house is Bhavad Bhavam of fifth house. Just like you can see fifth house for the first child, ninth house is fifth from the fifth, so it becomes Bhavad Bhavam, another house you can see for the first child or any number of childbirth. What does it mean when ascendant or any planet has 0 degree? Does the planet give any effect or effect of prior house? Doesn't matter. Like planet will give its effect as per the strength. So even if Moon is in Taurus at 0 degree, it is going to give the effect. Even if Saturn is at 0 degree Libra or Aries, it is going to give its effect as per the dignity. Strength of the planet is always based on sign based dignity. It is never based on like the degrees and all that. Sign based dignity is most important, exaltation to debilitation. One thing I want to ask is that you told that exalted moon means stable mind, but Sanjay too had exalted moon, but we have seen how stable he was. There can be other effects also, right? There are other planets also in our chart. His moon can be impacted by other planets. Okay, he may not be under moon dasha when he was involved in other activities. Okay, so it depends on lot of things. We cannot judge only by one thing. Second marriage seen from second or ninth house. I see it from first of all, marriage has nothing to do with astrology. Second, relationship. If someone is looking for a second relationship after the breakup of the first relationship, I will see from the same seventh house. Great. What is the effect of when Saturn in Leo in the fifth house exchanges with Sun in Aquarius in the 11th house? Exchanges are always more helpful when it is and they are happening between like friendly planets or benefic planets. Like exchange between Mercury and Venus is very beneficial. Exchange between Jupiter and Moon is beneficial. Exchange between this. Between two benefic planets which are like which are friends also benefics plus friends, then it is beneficial. But when it is exchange between two malefics, and especially in this case like Sun Saturn, and they are also opposite to each other, it is not much benefit and beneficial to have this type of exchange. But it can have its own benefit in career matters. Like this person can be very organized with his work, can be very much disciplined. Okay, because Saturn and Sun are aspecting each other, so there he can have benefits. He may work hard, he may have worked for a very long time. These are the benefits of Saturn Sun exchange. But the difficult part will be ego conflicts, either in career or in relationship. What is effect? This is done. Third is house of media communication. So Ketu in the third does not give progress in media field like YouTuber. It depends on how you see things. Ketu is also your past life expertise, which you take in this life to utilize and achieve your this life goal. So Ketu in the third house can show someone has a like past life expertise in the third house related matters, media and YouTube and all that. Okay. What do you say about Malavya Yoga? I have written these yogas. I have written enough. Okay, I don't have anything to say. Uh, Keeping aside the chart of Helen Keller, what settings show impairment in eyes or retarded mental development of child? Eyes are seen from like second house, 12th house. Sun and moon are luminaries. They also represent the light, and the Mars represents the color. Okay, so these planets are considered when we look for like health issues related with eyes. If they are strong, maybe a strong eyesight. If they are weak, maybe weak eyesight. Plus, like this mental development. Mercury is your intellect. Okay, And Mercury's involvement with malefic planet, it shows someone's like slow growth in intellect, or like mental development is not that much. So Mercury becomes an important planet here. uh, then if someone had Venus in the 11th house for Sagittarius ascendant, then does this show victory over enemies? Moon is in the 6th house, aspected by Jupiter. It only shows that person will benefit from his enemies and conflicts. Whenever he has any conflict or health issue of the 6th house, he can benefit from that. Eventually, that will be beneficial thing for him. I have Ketu Moon in the 3rd house, Cancer. I am a content writer. Great, good job. Uh, what to expect in Mars Dasha when it's in the 8th house in D10 chart in Capricorn with respect to career? Mars in 7th and 12th Lord in D1. First of all, go into D1, analyze your D1 chart completely, then come into D10. What it From this much information, what I can say is that Mars is in the 8th house Capricorn, it is exalted. This person's career can take a change, can go through a major change during Mars Dasha, but eventually that change will be beneficial. Okay. Right. But always look at D1 chart first, analyze D1 chart completely, then come into D9 and D10. Don't directly jump into D10. What are the main aspects to look at with health, medical astrology, enemy signs, Rahu Ketu conjunctions? What are the most difficult combinations? Are there specific herbs connected to the planets? I don't have much idea about herbs and all, but I have a separate article written on medical astrology. That article may help you. It shows like which houses in the astrology chart represents which body parts. It also shows like says that which planet represents which type of diseases. So that will be helpful. Just search for medical astrology and Astro Saxena, you will get it. Okay. Here it may be difficult for me to narrate all the things here in this session. Okay. uh, so that will be helpful. Enemy signs, Rahu Ketu conjunction. Rahu Ketu involvement shows like unconventional health issues. Okay. Health issues which are difficult to diagnose, which are very rare and all. They also represent like alternate ways of medication. Okay. And that is also a possibility. Rahu represents Ayurveda, Ketu represents homeopathy. Mm, if Saturn is in deep debilitation in the 7th house, but when it has Neej Bhang Raj Yoga, how this benefits the native? It benefits only in professional life, not in personal life. So if this person goes into business in long duration, he can have benefits. Means if he continues, perseveres with that business over years altogether, then eventually he will have some business benefits coming to him. I face difficulty from my enemies from my childhood. Why, sir? I don't know. I don't know your chart. How can I say why? Right. Can Jupiter form a Mahapurush Yoga and be in Mrityu Bhaga too at the same time? Mahapurush Yoga means Jupiter related Mahapurush Yoga is, I think, Shasha Yoga. I'm not sure. Okay. Uh, Panch Mahapurush Yoga. Okay. I'm not sure which. Ruchak Yoga. Ruchak is for Mars. Venus is for Malavya. Uh, so, so it is like that. Jupiter creates a Mahapurush Yoga, but it can be in Mrityu Bhaga too, and everything in addition in astrology. Everything will give its result. Krishna Priya ji, any good reference to see mental health issues in the chart? Moon. Look at the moon and Mercury position. I think I have written an article on fear, stress, and mental health issues, something like that. Fear, panic, something like that. Just search for that article on site, you will get it. So moon is most important planet when it comes to like this mental health issues. Another planet which can be important is like this. Mm, just a second. Moon is important planet. Mercury is like this decision making skills. It is also your intellect and all. So Mercury also becomes important. Moon's affliction, Mercury affliction can cause mental health issues. Uh, Coming back to like Vijay Kumar question, I face difficulty from my enemies. The like generic reply I can give is that you can have issues with your sixth house or sixth lord position. Okay, so more I can tell, or any other astrologer can tell only by looking at the chart. With this much information and this much of like communication of 1 minute, I cannot help much. Okay, if moon and sun being third lord and fourth lord are afflicted, will that have effects on vision or mother? It can have effect on both. Okay, because both are living karakas. Mother is also living karaka, and vision is also living karaka. Eyesight is also living karaka, so it can have an effect on both. Namaste Madanji, how are you? Native A has only Saturn deep debilitation, and native B has Saturn and deep debilitated with its Neej Bhangraj Yoga. Who is luckier and why in this aspect? Neej Bhangraj Yoga person can still get some results very late in life and after like immense hard work and perseverance. Saturn deep debilitation is like all I can say is a difference is that Neej Bhangraj Yoga person we can say okay fine if he gets into right career right like work environment after this certain age after mid 30s or entering into 40s he will gain some authority and recognition. If Saturn is deeply debilitated and its lord is also debilitated, then it is doubly difficult. I am not saying this person cannot get the desired authority and recognition. It is more difficult for this person to get that authority and recognition. It is slightly easier for the person who has Neech Bhangraj Yoga. It is more difficult for the person who has no Neech Bhangraj Yoga. Okay, with efforts everyone can achieve. Okay, it is not that because you have this planet in this house or this sign now your life is doomed. It is never like that, but the possibility potential is more with like a Neej Bhangraj Yoga rather than anything else, rather than the other example. But the other person can also put his best effort and he can also get the result if he puts the efforts. Okay. What are the results of 10th Lord Mercury in the 10th house for Sagittarius ascendant? Uh, in any career of analysis and details, in any work related to analysis and details, where lots of analytical nature of work is going on. uh, as Mercury represents brain, so Mercury is also important to check for mental health, right? Do you follow concept of Pap Kartari Yoga? If exalted Mercury is between Saturn and Mars in adjacent houses, effect diminished, right? Pap Kartari Yoga is impacting like this exalted Mercury. So the person may not feel that he is getting the results of exalted Mercury. He will feel that restricted results are there. If any connection is with fourth lord and the sixth lord, then childhood enemies may happen, right, sir? Childhood enemies. We can say people from your homeland, you may find difficult to interact with them. They may disagree with you a lot. Okay, or people with your home also, with your mother also, you may have your own disagreements. Uh, what does Venus tell you when it is in the fifth house as Atmakarka, ascendant, all the other planets? From this much information, I can only say that Venus in the fifth house as Atmakarka in Capricorn sign is telling that a person should work in the fifth house. A person should gain authority and recognition through fifth house related activities, which can be creativity, because Venus and fifth house both represent creativity, which can be education also, academics, because Venus and fifth house both represent teaching. Is there a difference between Neech Bhang Raj Yoga in a chart and Neech Bhang Raj Yoga? No. Neech Bhang in a chart and Neech Bhang Raj Yoga. No. They are one and the same. And what settings show on the job studies or someone first getting a job and then improving his education due to the requirement of job? It is like ninth house and the 10th house exchange. Ninth house is higher education, okay, and 10th house is like your career authority and recognition. Suppose ninth lord, 10th lord are like exchanging houses, they are sitting together, any kind of energy exchange. It shows that person joins a job, then he gets a higher education. That higher education is helpful in like gaining authority and recognition. Same thing in like ninth lord, 10th lord sitting in the 11th house of rewards and recognition. This is also the same thing. What kind of public image a person will have if he is Sagittarius ascendant and he has Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Ketu in the 10th house Virgo? Okay, I think you asked this question at least 4 or 5 times. uh, Ketu in the 10th house, person should not work under others' authority. It is eclipse month of birth, which also shows that person can have difficulty with authority. Still, Virgo is the sign of analysis and details. So, as I said, person can be in analytical field. Two teacher planets are there, okay, and Sun is also ninth lord for this person. So, this person should have an image of a teacher or a guide or a counselor. This type of thing, academics in any analytical subject, okay, means a teacher in some analytical subject. This is like the best profession for him, but he should not do it under others authority. He should work for himself. Again, this is not career consultation, okay. This is I'm not giving any career consultation here. I am just having this much information. I am providing you this much reply. Is fourth house also our mind? It is peace of mind. Okay, it is. I won't say it is mind. It is peace of mind. Uh, when person have Atmakarka Mercury in the ninth house of birth chart, what does it mean to be? When person have Atmakarka Mercury in the ninth house of birth chart, I don't know what is the Mercury's dignity. It only shows that person's destination in life can be in academics, ninth house, or can be about dealing with people of different ethnicity and culture. I don't know which sign Mercury is in, what is the conjunction, what is the aspects, what other planets are doing. I have no idea. Fourth house represents our peace of mind. Alankrita, you can directly ask Karthik. He is all set to help you. What effect does a planet have on a house that is its debilitated sign, or no effect at all? What effect does a planet have on a house that is its debilitated sign, or no effect? It never happens a planet has no effect. Planet will have an effect. Planets are energies, manifestation. It will play its role. Okay, so if it is debilitated, person will be frustrated by the results. Okay, now it depends on if it is a benefic planet debilitated or a malefic planet debilitated. Benefic planet debilitated is like more like less frustration. Malefic planet debilitated is like more frustration. What is the result of Rahu in the fourth house for Sagittarius ascendant? It is in Pisces sign. Person can be too imaginative. Person can be too dreamy. Okay, Rahu is blowing things out of proportion. So he can be too dreamy about things at home or with his relationship with mother and all. Too imaginative, living in his own utopia and all. Okay, so this is all we can say, but plus it can be like a very highly spiritual person. Okay, always living in the spiritual world and thinking about spirituality, God, and in the search of God. Mercury dignity is in Gemini because it is Mercury dignity is in Gemini because it is Libra ascendant. I didn't get your question, if it is a question. How see the difference aspect by Saturn only? Saturn's aspect is enough. Like this means that person is going to get the results of Mercury. Mercury with delays, hard work, and perseverance. Person would have to like work hard on his communication skills, his business skills, and all. Then he will get the results of Mercury. How to see the difference in brain functioning and unstable mind through houses and planets? Again, coming back to the moon and Mercury. Okay, moon, Mercury, sun also represents head. Okay, brain. Okay, so sun's position and like dignity, Mercury's position, dignity, moon's position. Start with the moon. Moon is mind. Okay, moon has to be strong first of all, then the Mercury, then the sun. Okay, like this. House wise, we can say fourth house. Okay, that is that should be strong, then person can have some peace of mind. Aspect by Saturn, I mean planet aspecting its debilitated sign. Affect planet aspecting its debilitated sign means planet is exalted and aspecting debilitated sign. Okay, like Jupiter is in Cancer aspecting Capricorn, or Mars is in Capricorn aspecting Cancer. This is what I understand. Okay, so it shows that understand aspect is like vision. Okay, like I am looking at something. Now understand, if I am a strong person, I am a healthy person, even my aspect will be like very strong. Even where I stare, where I put my like eyes, that gaze will be very strong if I am a strong person, if I am a healthy person. But suppose someone is like very sick, very unhealthy, even his aspect will be very unhealthy. He will not be having like the courage to even have a like proper aspect at someone. Okay, so it all goes back to the dignity. If a planet is strong in the dignity, its aspect will also be strong. If planet is in weak dignity, its aspect will also be weak. Right. Is it bad for a man to have feminine qualities according to his horoscope? No, it is not. Uh, and I feel personally that as relationships are going difficult and difficult, a man should develop, every man should develop some feminine qualities within himself. So that energy can be balanced between feminine and masculine. Okay. So this is what we all need to learn. Then relationships can be better. Insights of on Atmakarka Mercury in Gemini aspected. I just said, sir, Saturn aspect on Mercury in Gemini means person has to work on his business communication skills. Then later in life he can have better results. Should I write it down? What if someone has all the planets in Suptavastha? There is nothing like Suptavastha as we understand it. Okay. Bible has a quotation. It says that God has created man in his own image. Osho says that in actuality, man has created God in his own image. Understand Suptavastha or sleeping state, we understand planets in like very early degrees. I think this is like Suptavastha or something like that. Because we go to sleep, we feel that planets are also going to sleep. No planet is sleeping. Okay, every planet is working 24/7. Okay, we have created God in his own in our own image. We can understand God as we understand ourselves. Okay, so this is what we need to understand, that Suptavastha, it is not that any planet is sleeping. Every planet is working 24/7 and it is giving result. At no place it is sleeping. Only thing is that results can be less or high as per the dignity and position of the planet and as per the dashas. Because that result is not up to as per our expectation, we feel that planet is sleeping. Just because that result is not up to our expectation. I expected to become a senior manager in some corporate world. I'm just giving an example. And somehow my sun dasha didn't give me that result. Then I will feel that my sun is in suptavastha, sleeping state. That's why I'm now not getting the result. I made the criteria for which sun has to be in sleeping state now, eventually. Okay. So there is nothing like Suptavastha, there is nothing like sleeping state or dying state. Maranavastha, I think this is also one of the thing. Mratavastha. It never happens. No planet is going to die in your chart. Every planet is giving result in its own ways. You may like that way, you may not like that way. That is different thing, but it is giving the result. Does good moon indicate person will not cheat his her planets? I have some different views on cheat. What does it mean to cheat? Okay. Good moon, I don't think there is anything like everyone with a moon in Taurus or exalted moon are not cheating. Okay. Uh, I don't think so. So this is completely on the perception of the people. What you think as cheating, what I think as a cheating. It can be different. Good evening, sir. Emily, how are you? My daughter has a conjunction of Venus, Rahu, Sun, uh, Sun in third house, Sagittarius, Lagna, and will start Venus, Rahu in August. What can it bring in her life? Education, higher education. What else? Traveling, third house, traveling, Sagittarius, people of different ethnicity and culture. She may travel a lot. She may, Venus or Rahu Sun in third house, Sagittarius Lagna. It is in Aquarius. So traveling can be there. She can learn new things. She can learn about technology. Venus Rahu will start in August. What can she can be interested in new age technology related education, learning about new age technology and all. So, right, what can it bring in her life? These traveling, higher education, sorry, learning of technological stuff or new age technology. This is the kind. These are the results possible. I don't know the age of the daughter, because otherwise Venus Rahu can also bring the relationship. Okay. I don't know if she is in that age where she can be in relationship, so no comments on that. But let's say if she is in like teenage or like in her 20s and all, then she can be in relationship also. But Venus Rahu brings like elusive relationship where lots of like lies are involved, cheating is involved. So person is like speaking a lot of lies, cheating in that sense. So this is also person needs to be careful about. If rebirth is true, then why relearning of alphabets and all? Don't learn, sir. I am not telling anyone to learn. Okay. Rebirth is true, then while relearning of alphabets, what is this question all about? Please think before asking question. Yeah, as I said, cheating thing is like personal opinion, perspective. You may have, I may feel that even lying to someone is cheating. Okay, I may feel that much, but we all lie. There is not a single person in this world, at least not in my contact, who has never lied. So we all are cheaters. So I have lied many times in my life. I have spoken lies. Okay, but I have moon exalted. Okay, so this is what I am saying, that we cannot decide as per the chart, and these things can be like these things can be perspective. What you think as a perspective, what I think as perspective. Okay. Yeah. So Venus is also sixth lord here, diseases, obstacles. Right. Venus being sixth lord, and it can bring diseases, obstacles. It can bring diseases related with Venus, that is like sugar, diabetes, urine, kidney. It can also bring like disagreements with the people at workplace. It depends on where Venus is sitting, that type of result. The disagreements can be there. Okay. It can also cause like financial issues, financial loans and all. Venus being the sixth lord. mm, right, what does it mean to cheat? What is your view? Okay, this is good question. Now understand. uh, Suppose I am in relationship with someone. Okay. uh, I am in a relationship with someone, and I'm going somewhere with her or without her, doesn't matter. And I see a girl, and I liked that girl. And for a single moment, a thought came, oh, I wish she had been my girlfriend. Even the thought, I wish she should have been my girlfriend rather than this person whom I have as a girlfriend. For me, this is cheating. Cheating has happened because it happened in the mind. In the mind, I accepted I should be with this person rather than this person. Okay. For me, this is cheating. It may not happen anything externally, anything at physical level, but at mental level, mind level, and soul level, because I know that. If no one else knows, I know that that thought was in my head. Okay, so for me, cheating has already happened. Just to give you an example, Alankrita and others who are interested in knowing this. This is interesting, and this can test someone's brain. In India, at least, okay, in India, at least, this in courts, if you go into the courts, they present Bible, or like as per your religion, the holy text, and they make you they make you like this. Take oath on that holy text, so it can be Bible, it can be Gita, it can be anything. Okay, so even if a murder trial is going on, and they will do that, so they will make you take oath on Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita says no one kills anyone, no one gets killed, and this is a murder trial going on. If really no one kills anyone and no one gets killed, then why the murder trial? If you really feel that no one kills anyone and no one gets killed, then why this trial is going on? And you are making the person take oath of the same Bhagavad Gita, which says that no one kills anyone, no one gets killed. The fact is that trial is not happening because of killing, trial is happening because you thought you can kill someone. For this thought in your mind that you can kill someone, this thought is wrong. This intention is wrong, that you can kill someone. Okay, so the trial is happening because of that intention, because really no one gets killed. There is nothing like death in this universe. Things and people only transform from one shape to another shape. Right now I am sitting here in front of you as one shape. After a few years I may pass away, I may take another shape, and I may still be sitting in front of you in another shape. So no one dies in this universe, no one gets killed. The Gita is perfectly right. But the killer, he thinks that he can kill someone. His intention is that he can kill someone, is against the divine nature. And that's why the trial is happening. Okay, so everything is in the mind. Everything initiates in the mind, in the intention. Okay, so this is where the cheating also happens. Any crime, first of all, no one can like commit a crime all of a sudden. First of all, he thinks about the crime and then he commits the crime. So the thinking is more important than actual crime. Okay, so this is what I feel, that this is how we should take. The reality is in the mind, and reality is in the soul, not in the body. At the body level, at physical level, nothing. It is in the mind. If you can keep your mind clean, then body cannot do anything. Everything initiates in the mind, and eventually you will go with your mind. Understand? I will not go with this body. Eventually I will go with the mind, which has thought some things, and I will go with the soul, which has been witness of that thought. This body will remain here only. Dust unto dust, as Osho says. Okay, so this is where the real crime of any nature happens. Real wrongdoing of any nature happens in the mind, in the intention, not in the actual act. Right. Does moon sixth lord? Right. I have some other question here. Venus is also sixth lord here. This is a wish. This was for email. Venus Rahu Darsha. Uh, Just a second. Right. In that case, like what Emily asked is like Venus is also sixth lord, and like 11th lord sitting in the third house. So sixth and 11th house results can also come into from the third house of like efforts and all. So health issue wise also she needs to be taking care, like health issues of like Venusian nature, sugar, urine, kidney, diabetes and all these things she should be careful. And other things of like what we discussed is like this like traveling or learning about technology. These results can be there. Okay. Does moon sixth lord in the 12th house is Scorpio with sun? Moon cannot be sixth lord in the 12th house Scorpio with sun. From Viprit Raj Yoga, even though it is debilitated and with sun. Moon is the lord of Cancer sign. Here it can be eighth lord in the 12th house, and it can be debilitated here there with sun. Sun is it is Viprit Raj Yoga, but not a very strong one. Okay, effects are expected. It is not a strong Viprit Raj Yoga. Moon Sun in Scorpio in the 12th house. If moon had been with Mars, let's say, or if moon had been with like aspected by Mars also, that is also a Vipreet Rajuga. But this can be, but this is not a very strong. First of all, I doubt if it is there. Is hard work best remedy? They are only awareness is the best remedy. Just be aware of your situations in life. In this birth, because if you are aware of your situation in life, then you cannot commit any mistake, you cannot do anything wrong. If you are aware, anything wrong happens, okay, like this is also an interesting thing, like in Eastern philosophy or in Western philosophy, first understand, act is wrong, act can be considered as sin. In Eastern philosophy, ignorance is considered as sin. Okay, only sin is ignorance as per Eastern philosophy. As per Eastern religion, only sin is ignorance. As per Western philosophy, act is sin. So that's why 10 commandments in all the Western religions, 10 commandments, okay, that do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that, and all 10 commandments. Here only one thing, ignorance is sin, because even if you are doing something wrong, it is because of your ignorance. So being ignorant is sin in like Western philosophy. So just be aware, just have the knowledge, and then like you can handle situation. So awareness is the best remedy. If you are aware, then you will take proactive efforts, you will mitigate the suffering and losses for yourself, and that's it. Okay, obviously hard work is required. You go in any field in this world, without hard work nothing is going to happen. Hard work and perseverance. Right. In this birth you are a degree holder, sir. Then why you should begin with first standard in your next birth? In this birth you have experienced many a things. Why you should experience those things again in the next birth? Why you need another birth by any chance, if you can remember all the things of this birth? The fact that we forget, because of the split between two lives, we forget it. If Rahu and Saturn are together, how should one manage the tug of war between modernity and tradition? I have Rahu Saturn together in the 10th house, Leo. So this is how I am managing technology and tradition. We are talking about Eastern philosophy, Western philosophy on YouTube. So this tug of war will remain, and eventually you have to bow down to Saturn. Saturn rules everything. Okay, so rules over everything. So we have to bow down to Saturn. No other choice. How should avoid such cheating in mindset with awareness? Okay. When he has Venus Rahu conjunction in 10th house of Cancer, I think I responded this many a times. Thank you. Please check other videos. Uh, have you ever been in relationship? It is none of your concern, and it is none of your this astrological session concern. Does meditation help to overcome every problem, every obstacle, enemies in our life? Every problem, it brings awareness, and through that awareness, we can handle the situations. Okay. These sessions are for astrological discussions, not for my personal life discussions. Thank you. Uh, my married life is always in problem. I am sorry to hear this, but I am not giving any consultation here. If you need any consultation, please contact astrologer of your choice. I'm only answering the questions on conceptual things. Uh, how to be like you? Don't be like me, and you cannot be, because I cannot be you. Individuality can never be shared. Okay, so don't be like me. Be like you yourself. Be yourself. Osho and Sheila's main message throughout their life, Osho and Mahanand Sheila, be yourself. If you ask even today, Mahanand Sheila, see any of her interview, and see how many times she repeats this two words: be yourself, be yourself. Don't be like anyone else. I think Rahu win over native awareness, sir, because we allow. We are not aware. We are not aware enough to this to control this Rahu energy. Saturn rules Aquarius, which is a sign of technology. How is planet of old age uh, and stability related to Aquarius? Aquarius is like new age technology also. So whatever is new age is going to serve you for a long enough time. Okay, Saturn rules it because of this nature of long durational planet. Like these apps we have developed, like in last 10 years, 10-15 years, we have developed these apps and all the technological inventions. It is not that these apps are going to be obsolete anytime sooner. They will serve us for at least 100-500 years, and that is where Saturn rules Aquarius, long durations. uh, Once you said you played sports under Mars Dasha, so did you play for fun, or in competition, as you have exalted? I played only for fun. I never liked competition. Just enjoy. Maybe because it was in my very early childhood, so Mars was still not matured. My third house was not matured. Okay, Upacha house. So that's why, the desire was not there to compete with others. And what is the part of Rahu in Aquarius? Rahu is innovations, coming up with the new things time and again. Rahu is that. So technology is also represented by Mars and Saturn both. Rahu represents innovations, new things, coming up with the new things all over again. Rahu co-rules the house Aquarius Alamkrita. Right. Any other question anyone has? I think we are already over time. What planetary placement shows? Right. Me too. What planetary position shows excellent manager in corporate? One of like best managers I have seen in my corporate days is like she had Moon in Gemini in the 10th house, Virgo ascendant, and Mercury is in the 6th house. So ascendant lord, 10th lord in the 6th house, Aquarius, friendly sign. So this is where she was very good with people management. Okay, like how to deal with the people, she was very smart with it. Do you have any staff under you? No, I don't have, and I don't want. Okay. Thank you for today's session and asking so many questions for your time and all. Let's meet next week. We will have another fun session. Thank you.